Hello, beautiful ether. Figured I was gonna do some pixel art, so why not pop on here? Whoop. Let me find the stream real quick and get situated. This time there, because I increase the mouse. Whee. I'm working on some tiles, and right now I have these I'm working on, trying to make kind of like toxic tiles. And put some plain Janes. This gray dot I've since removed, and it's not on the finished tile. They're very simple, however, when you put them together and build upon them, they fill out quite nicely. Ooh, hello. Let's see. Oh, okay, that sounds alright. Maybe I'll try to talk a little louder. Excuse me. Alright, it's so strange, sitting in here. I'm a little higher up than I'm used to. I might switch chairs for a lower one. I am on a wooden chair right now with no cushion. And alright, so these don't look like much, but together it makes quite lovely. And these were just experiments. They're not their finished colors or anything. And I'm working on these that has the matrix ribbons, and these are already in Kynto. And if I don't say so myself, I think they look quite lovely in game. I do have an example. Let's see. Let me just. Oops. Yeah. However, these ribbons are opaque, and I've since turned them into more transparent. And I'm going to make longer ones and try to make thicker ribbons so I can make more clear numbers trailing off of them. And Snappo gave me the idea today to try to animate some tiles, so I might work on some of that. Here's the haunted house.
Kynto Safari left the chat.
Let's see, and I hold everything. So like this is the haunted house. And I just, every time I add a little something, I just copy paste and then keep every stage.
Kynto Safari joined Haunted Landing.
A nice little animation of progress. Here's the donut. However, I can't get this right. I'm trying to find or make an isometric 3D donut. And this comes from this. It started off as this. So I could play this back very nicely. You see how I'm kind of trying to round it out to be a proper 3D
Kynto Safari joined Island Vibes.
But I can't get past that. I'm more than happy to send it to anybody so they could do the best way. I know I have to bring the frosting down here and maybe round this out a little bit or make it taller this way so it keeps the isometric perspective in line. And this is just a ice cream truck, which is great because advertisements or other things in game, and by advertisements I mean Toyusha is a separate world I'm working on currently. In Kynto there are a few plushies or lovelies, and I'm working on making more and turning those into original characters. So Kynto has its own like franchise within it, and Toyusha
Kynto Safari joined Haunted Landing.
Is kind of how do you call, like, I don't want to say something specific, but like there's gonna be advertisements within game for new like plushes and stuff, and I have a clear mind, but I don't want to. Ooh, hello. I don't want to mess up comparing it to something. As you can see, I forgot to add the cabin, so that's why it shoots out like that. But slowly but surely, it's turning into a box van. And I'm working on a few in-game businesses as well that actually have a lot of meaning. Will's family in Scotland had a donut van where they sold donuts out of a van called Dinky Donuts. And long ago, a few generations ago. And in my family, my grandparents, when they were children, their parents had a trailer on the beach in which they sold pretty much like your hot dogs and sandwiches. It was in the late 40s. And so I do want to make a trailer, a beach trailer. Now, this is kind of lazy work right now, but I just have to make, I need these really quick blue tiles, but I put them together as an example so I could kind of see what it's going to be like. However, I did not save a single tile. So and these are just quick tiles. They don't look like much as is, but when they're placed together, essentially they become a blank canvas. Mm-hmm. Look at that there and that there. I'm not a fan of this blue, so I'm going to find a better one. I don't remember if these are. Oh, okay, that was the same color. I would put my camera on, but since I'm looking down, I think it would be a little scary. Okay. Just needed to send over. Let's see how these look. Because if they look good, I'll put more details in them. I really would like to make some kind of hand-painted tiles. That's not the color. Yeah. I have been talking too much. Oh. Oh. I need to add. You know what? I'm just gonna put wait, no. What? I'm gonna put super transparent blocks. It looks weird right now, but when I place the tiles next to each other, you can't see it at all. It's just it helps me mentally gauge where the ends go. Because I'm trying to get this effect of them a little bit more rounded out. But I'm not getting it as I want it quite yet. Ah, hello, Brandon McCall. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't messed with Blender yet. However, I'm really stoked to. I have pulled these out and used them as skins on PicoCAD, and I haven't tried Blender yet. But as I think Blender is for 3D, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not entirely sure. I am very much beginner. But PicoCAD was quite a treat. Makes like low polys. I have it actually. Here. Excuse my ignorance, I must say. If you haven't given this a go, it's quite a treat. Darn it. Okay, so I may or may not know how to reopen things. Maybe I'll do one of these. Hey! Okay. Shoot. Well, the skin's not on it anymore. Blue. There she goes. Isn't that something? And all this is from Asebright, or all this is from Asebright. These are the different faces. And it's super easy to just click. Yeah, see? This is just three cylinders and a cone. Yeah, quite adorable. I do want to try Blender. I didn't think my skills were so close to it, so I tried this to get that sweet low poly, but yeah. This thing is such a treat though. Oh, I forgot an area. Cool. Huh. So this would be dragged all the way and just like make it really, make it small. And I totally forgot how to use this. Oh, I'll just keep that like that for now. Excuse me. And then this one I was gonna grab it. Oh no. Things probably. This is before I got the claw machine a little better. Pico 8 is kind of like a fantasy console. It's a vintage console from, I guess it would be about the 80s that never existed. And all the games are saved on image files, symbolically as cartridges. And it's quite neat. So this PicoCAD, I'm guessing you could, I do have it. I'm worried that I'm gonna boot the stream. Yellow. Wait, did I boot the stream? There she goes. It's really neat. So I've been working on some mock-ups on Asebright. Hopefully one day, maybe I'll learn enough Lua to at least do like a side scroller like that. It would be so cool. The Asebright has the palette, so I've been trying to work within its restrictions, so I'm already used to it. I do have one that's decent enough to show, in my opinion. Crap. I always forget which one it is. Let's see. I'm gonna go with this one. Yeah, so this is the mock-up of the game. The objective is to get, excuse me, the objective is to get to get the chicks and not the scorpions. But the scorpions are much larger and also slower, so it's easier to pop those. And it's just like a spacebar kind of game. Just slam the spacebar the whole time. And eventually, be able to do the animation for the UFO crashing. Because if you get too many scorpions, the UFO will crash. And it's just a little thing. I've been working on some characters, but the progress is slow. I have this woman ready. I'm trying to make oops. I'm trying to make an NPC city. I I wrote this comic when I was in high school called Negative Nancy, the Positive Prostitute. She hates her life, but she loves her job. And it takes place in like a desolate little beach town. And I figured that would be the perfect project for pixel art. So I'm going to be working on that. And it'll be like a live kind of loop. And it'll be just a room in Kynto. And it'll be the NPC city. And I have little scripts and everything kind of thought out. And full of characters. Like, they're all regulars at the local bar. And one of the main women that are at the bar is Axl Rose, female trucker. And these characters I came up with when I was in high school. And the other is Carmock, and the star in Carmock called Astra, with all kinds of fun-loving species. But as you can see, yeah, excuse me, I've been talking a lot more than I usually do. These tiles are super simple, but they look great together. And then when you put that in a room, I wish I could show my room, but I know I'll boot myself. And this is kind of what I'm working on. Oh, yeah, working on specific ones. Trying to make these look more like more slime-like, I suppose. But every time I add more to it, it looks too busy. So I wanted to see what it looks like together. And it's not bad. Yeah, I think the lines right now it's like an orangey green. That's not too flattering. So I'm gonna keep going because I can't really tell what it fully tastes like until I get like quite a few next to each other. Yeah, I mean it's not bad. It's just it doesn't say like toxic waste at all. It says like retro flooring or something. It's unbelievably different making pixel art when I don't have music stabbing my eardrums directly. I'm just gonna fill that in. I wanted to do something in the center. And one thing I will say, I'm very much a beginner, but I don't have balls yet. I'm so afraid of like shading and adding like kind of different colors. Because it's never just flat colors like this. It's always got something else. And I think it's the same thing that holds me back drawing. The scariest thing on this planet to me, other than lightning and in the dark, I have horrible night vision. It's not like yeah. But anyhow, is blank pieces of paper. Jesus, that is yeah. It's like a whole thing to cross. I envy people that could like just break that barrier that actually added a kind of glow. Now see from here I don't know what to do with it. Like do I end it there? Should I put it to this one? But not here? And I have to change the color of the bubbles because that's pretty not No. Maybe I'll try to make. It would be. I don't know if that would be warmer or cooler. I have so much time. The more I learn and the more I do, the more I realize I know nothing. And I think that is quite healthy. But yeah, I've been watching quite a lot of drawing videos, and it makes sense. And then I go to practice it, and then I end up with, let me just show you. Well, she didn't come out too bad, but you know, she's missing a lot of areage. And then this doesn't come out too bad. But when I tried to like deploy what I've been learning, I didn't do that. I'm just using this as an example from Kynto. And that's what I'm trying to create. But she didn't come out too bad. But her hair there's no like life in it or shine or shadow. I just gotta figure out. And like, where does this part? I couldn't, every time I did it, it just looked so silly. But yeah, and then like sometimes I could do people that come out alright, but when I try to follow, oops,
Frankenstein GPT at Kynto.us joined Haunted Village.
I don't want that. Oh, shit. I accidentally saved every frame of an animation yesterday. Bingo.
Frankenstein GPT at Kynto.us joined Haunted Village.
Boop, boop. There they are.
Frankenstein GPT at Kynto.us joined Haunted Landing.
But like the people didn't come out too bad. It's just something a little off. Sally Wendy. Oh, I didn't even look at the comments. Whoa. See, I could I could draw all right, but I can't draw the same thing twice. And I think that's why, and I have really shaky hands. And I think that's why I've gravitated so hard into pixel art, because I mean, you could copy and paste everything, and you do it pixel by pixel. And I've already done like kind of see, I'm coming from a world of crafting. I'm not the most technologically savvy. This is all brand new, and it's some of the most endless possibilities. Like, it's wild. I don't know. I didn't know what I was missing out on for so long. And long story short, like my phone got stolen at the beach, and I went without it for 5 years, and it was the best 5 years of my life. But I've really fallen in love with the tools and supplies out there. And with pixel art, it's so similar to needlepoint, embroidery, beadwork, all those what I call granny crafts, because you know, comedy. But I tried to do the AI Hoshina eyes. I really like how they're depicted a lot. That's what gravitated me towards it. So I haven't gotten past the first episode though. It pauses every 2 seconds, but I made it like 40 minutes, and it pauses like every minute. This is from an animation, and it's small little animations for now. I'm working on a MacBook Air, so it's perfect, but the screen is very small, and I haven't really made anything big. I thought the trails were nice. This kitty's up for snow, and it just reminded me of my. I think it's. Yeah, this is the biggest thing I've tried to make, but I haven't added any detail. I started to get the windows, but I haven't done them. No, I'm deep though. I do really like how this moon came out. I want to try to stitch this onto a jacket. Yeah, it's really relaxing for sure. Um, a great place if you don't want to download anything or buy anything is pixelart.com. It's Pixil instead of Pixel art.com. And it's a free pixel art, kind of like a paint document. And speaking of kid pics, I don't know if anybody remembers that, it's still alive and well, and what a treat. I could, can I? I don't know. I don't know laws. But I don't know if it's gonna make like sounds. It does. I don't know. It's alive and well. But as far as, oh, I just lost my train of thought completely. Welcome to my mind. Um, oh, if you end up liking like your piece or anything like that, and like on Acebright you can copy and paste and put your like art in Messenger right from the thing without saving it or anything, so you might be able to do it from there. But the selling point I think is you could have this stuff printed onto stuff. Like my very first attempt at pixel art is printed onto a notebook, and it's like $11 or something, and it's a bullet notebook, so it's zero regrets getting that, and it's turned into quite a fond memory. If you wanna, oh, I just drank coffee while inhaling and also talking successfully. But if you want to see some really cool pixel art, well, it's everywhere. Pixel art, like, it's something I always loved the aesthetic of, but now, like, I see it everywhere. And same thing with isometric art. But the artist
Frankenstein GPT at
refers
Kynto.us
to
left the
himself
chat.
as genuine human art. Genuine human art. Some of the coolest pixel art I've ever seen. And eBoy is a group of 3 pixel artists, and their stuff is actually really like recognizable and using a lot of like advertisements and stuff. But genuine human art, oh my gosh. The colors he chooses. I'm guessing it's a man. And really, really cool. Oh, 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 before I get back on that, I might as well, I thought I opened it. Let me get this off the screen. It's my favorite sprites so far. Here's the Pico 8 claw machine. Now, it was so one-dimensional. I was able to get a little cavernous activity, and it's a 16 color palette, and I was trying to do it in proper, not going overboard with pixels, so it would be able to fit pizza. And some of the things are very simple, like this iron brew can is just pixels insinuating that these are Connect 4 pieces to play on tiles. That is terrifying. These are my oldest, and these I'm quite proud of. It's a biotube. The inhabitants of Kynto don't know that they are what power the Earth ships. And some nice lightning. Which I was quite surprised how good the looked for just a jaggedy thing, and I made this at the very, very beginning. And robot repair shop, I was still collecting items to make it a big, full, like, tour of it. Because I'm working on animations to make little short stories. And all these items are in Kynto. So like, you could build a room and put all these in Kynto. And I'm all, any requests. I think it's pretty obvious at this point. I never know what to work on. And requests, I live on requests. There's the moon. Yay. I tried to insinuate that the button was coming undone. And these aren't my first candles, but they're my second candles. And this is the last candle I did. So definitely a little bit of progress. Getting more clever with pixels, because they are just squares. Highly, highly, highly enjoyable. Let me run out and just grab a little bit more coffee. And then get serious. Came up with a good idea. Well, I think it's a good idea. I can't. Sometimes I can't help myself. I always think of the prisoners. Um, I just looked at where the camera usually is. Keep forgetting that it's not a stream. But it'd be a really good like program to get prisoners into pixel art and like because some prisons I know have computers and it would be really it's such a utilitarian art. It's something that can be directly used in a plethora of spaces, but it's also highly attainable and highly like within reach for so many people. It's as simple as let's go back. Simple as placing squares. And isometric art, usually if it's a straight line, will follow this 2, 1, 2. So just try to get 2, 1, 2. And I was working on some album covers, and I realized I needed to make that into isometric. So I did want to share this tip. You never know what information is useful to who. Let's go full Carnival of Carnage. Um, I have been through many phases of music. I listen to absolutely anything. And of course, there's some things that I just can't, like, for some reason get into. But I'm pretty open-minded with music. And, oh, oops. So I'm just gonna duplicate this because it'll flatten both and I don't lose that original. Alright, so I'm gonna do this actually in the proper page so I can stay organized. What was I doing? Oh yeah. Okay, so see, I already did it with Roxy Music and the AFI album. And any requests, I'm more than happy. This is how I find music I've never heard of too. Someone recommended I did a Droids album called Space Piece, I believe. And this is, oh, I wasn't supposed to take it. This is just 2 by 2 pixels in a line. It just mentally keeps me organized, and I'll erase that at the end. And all the album covers that I'm doing in this little series of the covers is 100 by 100 pixels. And in the Sega, no, what? Isn't this awesome? This is my favorite part of Ace Bright. I really, really love colors. Like, I don't know why. It's just undeniable. I love them. And they just make it really incredible because these are like historical palettes. Another great place for palettes for anyone who's just needs color inspiration for color combinations is Low Spec. Is it? No? What did I do those in? Oh, the NES colors palette. All these are in. Okay, so this is the magic, and it's a little tedious for me because my screen is really small, like G.G. Allen small. Rest in paradise. Nothing wrong with that. Disregard everything I'm saying other than grab one set of your 2 pixels, and that's why it goes from color to color. So I grab the second pixel and just go down. Over 2 and down 1. I am extremely nearsighted, so if I zoom out anymore, I won't be able to see the pixels. Okay, I'll try. And see, it's going right into isometric view. And these look great in Kynto for wall art. And slowly but surely, there's a few different ways to do this. You could do it with math and skewing the image right, changing the angle, but I just do it like this. Wow, Deja and Tendu. I've been listening to that on repeat for the past 2 days. It's one of those albums I always revisit. Same thing with Anything Penback. And yeah, I've been listening for the last 2 days. And great album. I remember when that album came out. And I was so excited. Because your favorite weapon is so different. They're all so different from one another. But Deja and Tendu is a great album. Lyrically, musically. I will definitely be doing Deja and Tendu. Might as well finish this. Then I could send it and it will be in Kynto. Gotta have something for everybody. I never understood the hate anyway. Some of their songs are just so funny. I'm quite a fan of comedy. And God, trying to think of like an example. Like I'm not afraid to admit I throw them on this time of year because it's like all Halloween themed stuff. Some of the songs I'm like, oh no. Some I'm like, it's. I just music. just fills so many voids. And there's a song for everything. Oops, I'm so bad at that. The screen is always janking around. Oops. If you skip a set, it's actually quite easy to fix too, so you don't really have to worry. And sometimes it'll screw with the image if it's a very small image or the details are small. But after you're done getting it into perspective, you could go in and soften any line. I might have to start drinking tea if I keep talking. I'm a quiet person. I'm trying to change my sleep schedule around. It's making me feel horrible. I'm definitely a night owl, 100%, but I mean, not even Walmart is open 24/7 anymore, and Goodwill is closed like a good 2 hours earlier. There's so many little reasons. I'm just missing out on so much. Like, there's a comic book sale tomorrow, but it's so early in the day that I know I will not be able to get there. And say just erase a little guideline. And then some things this is unnecessary because you could clearly see when you have two. And you could also put a grid. If you go here to show pixel grid, now you have a clearly visible grid. And since this is a little flat, all I do is I'll just make a lighter. I just put some lines here.
Sierra joins Secret Garden.
To add some depth. And I just put two separate shades. And it just helps make it look more like a framed, rigid poster. And that's it for that.
Kynto Safari joins Secret Garden.
Oops. But, and like, what you could put them together and have like a whole wall of album covers. And I did this with quite a few things. Trying to make a whole wall of tiles. And that trick works for anything. So I was able to put this like one-dimensional picture, isometric, which it looks not for a character, but for like an advertisement on a building or even on the van. It goes perfectly on a wall. Let me just whoa, yeah. Just organizing over. And these are in Kynto, the improved ones. And as well as all these. I'm making a few different varieties, so then you could, rather than having a pattern, it looks, in my opinion, a little bit more juicy when you could actually scatter them. And this is just, oh. Okay, so this is all four. It's just one type of tile. Alright, any color tiles, any type of tiles, I can make them in 2 seconds. The only reason I'm putting some extra time in this is trying to make like slimy, and then I was gonna try to do like flows, but it's not really coming out how I have it in my mind. I'll just this. Hmm. Hmm. Well, I'm gonna just throw one over here, so in case I do too much to it and I don't end up liking it, I could start from relative scratch. And that is why I love pixel art. I want to see how it meets up. Hey, it meets up nice. Excuse me. Driving me nuts. Yesterday before, you know what? I'm starting to see. Oh, cool. I forgot I could do that. I'm just going to. I like it so far. It's not done, but I like how it meets up together. Like I might have to save that pattern for I'm gonna do that actually. I'm just gonna do it this way, put it over here, and then put a layer on top, and then trace the outline, and then put it back on that page. And I'm gonna do all one color because this is just gonna be a guide for the future. Because that I think would be nice for water, and then do a few other cross sections on top with lighter colors, and it'll look like water on top. Like it looks so different. But I do kind of want to see how it. Like what it looks like without anything. I like how it comes together. Maybe get a little more like, But that would be, I guess, do another layer on top. And I like that type of music. It's like the lyrics are just more, I don't know, just self-aware, I suppose. I was like, I think that's why I like pinbacks so much, because, and just lyrically, I I get like being able to listen to music without lyrics. I mean, instrumental, I love instrumental, but some people like will say like, oh, I don't listen to the lyrics, I just like the song or something. And it's like the lyrics are part of it. People are starting to notice what they're dancing along to now. Because some of the lyrics are like, whoa. But yeah, I really like self-aware music. Like when I was young, I was really into like Talking Heads and the Smiths and Pinback. I have fangirling out so hard. I'm wearing a Pinback shirt currently. Pinback is just, I don't know, I can never find anything comparable. and I really like their music. Trying to think of who else. When I was young, I really liked Thursday lyrically too. More screamo though, like early 2000s. But they're lyrically they're so good. I still I still throw them on a lot. What am I doing? Oh, organizing. Let's see what else could happen. I wish I could just fit. I wish I could split pixels into 4 pixels. It'd be so nice to have a little highlight or something. But it's not realism. It's better than realism. It's an elephant with blue eyes. Oh wow, bright eyes. That's something I haven't heard in a minute. Bright eyes and God. I know I'm gonna go on like a musical roller coaster later. I'm gonna write down so I don't forget to do Deja Intendu. Uh-oh. I always love when I hear an alarm and then someone running afterwards. It's, I wish I could get no, because if I add shading here, it's going to further. Oh wait, but it looks good. Huh. Why would like toxic waste be tiled? I think there's a flaw in this. Just neat tiles of toxic waste. It's not really supposed to be toxic waste. I just don't know what else to. Look how bad that is. It's my first attempt at making. They didn't turn out too bad, but what? I still haven't figured out ramp. Oh, I'm getting so sidetracked. Tile. Oh, maybe some light, like boost color that will hair lighter. Can I go anywhere? I don't think so. No, that doesn't do much. I wasn't gonna do specs, I just wanted to see how it came out. Yeah, this is totally different. If I put this on top of it. Oh. I have like a glow coming off of it. No. Oh, I'm still looking. I have 4 people. I need 2 or 3 more. Just trying to assemble a team on COD, Call of Duty. I'm not very good. Have the time of my life regardless, but I want to get more people there because when I stream through COD, it's so easy to get people on. But I don't. I like the public chat a lot because it's just funny. Funny. And but I'm not gonna I can't put that like on a live stream because sometimes it'll be like really personal stuff and like I'd feel bad. So I'm trying to get a little team together and then of course I have to choose it up. I came up well, I'm sure that 50 million people have made a podcast, but is that not clever? It's like a podcast, but it's through COD. So it's a CODcast. I can't help it. It's so good. Like, could maybe throw in some fish and chips with it, and I think that's usually called. I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna put hair darker. That doesn't even show up, huh? Dude, maybe. Should make some tea. I don't know. Like simple decisions became. Oh, you know what? Maybe become a little bit more complex because there's not a lot of room to infer that like there's. But I also don't really know what I'm trying to convey. That's not supposed to be a crack, but it's crack-like. And this, I gotta get rid of this color. It's a nice color. It's just, it's got orange in it. At least my eyes are picking up orange. I think that's gonna be too green. Oh, I kind of like the orange with that weird glow though. And I could always make a bunch of different kinds. They take up very little space, I'm guessing. That is true. I don't know why I always. Let's see how other people are conveying that. Where is Kynto? A bunch of stuff rolling around on my desk. See how simple it is? Such a clever medium. Absolutely love it. Alright, so I'm not really that far on the oops. Off the mark. Oh, that's nice. Not too far off the mark, come on. Oh, you can clearly see it shows block. And you can get some killer results. Yeah, I should clear it. Wow. It's so clever. Everything is so simplified to a point that I can hardly believe it. I don't think I'm that far off the mark. They did put way darker shadow. Maybe I should just try it and not be. Let me try some more. Brain fog. Green. Bubbling. Waves. I know I've seen it before, like what's in my mind. It's crazy to have such a small resolution. I had a lot of things. It's with pixel art. I think it's gonna become a big medium though, for sure. It already is. It's already very much highly respected, but I don't really consider it super mainstream. Maybe within certain circles, or what do you call like certain um niches? Yeah, see, like this is what toxic waste look like. This is what I'm trying to. Oh, maybe game art. Ooh, I don't know if you could hear my stomach. I forgot to eat. I do this every single time. Well, I didn't do it last time. I plan to stream, and then the whole day I'm just like mentally like preparing for that, just kind of hanging around, getting some house stuff done, forgetting to eat. This is really pretty. You know how I'm like, this is kind of what, like this. Now I have to use a different shade to do another lattice on top to kind of build it like this. That is such an aim. And maybe like a muted greener. Okay, that's two. I'm just gonna see what it looks. Hmm. I'll keep this as a set. I just used a super dark color. That's not gonna be the color. Just as a so I could see it a little better. Hmm. And these were just with lines, so this is not gonna be permanent, but let's see if hitting these three spots is going to look alright. That's fine. This is just to see real quick. I've never made pixel art like talk. I'm not talking, but like I don't like this before. So hey, okay. So it's too much here. Too strong of a curve. So the pattern jumps out like really harshly. But that's not bad. I think with a few layers, it will get that effect. Oh, cool. Alright. Oh shoot. Trying to learn all the hotkeys. I think I already put this down there. Oh, but this is the lighter color. Oh, okay. Darn it. Maybe I'll go the other way and not even come back. Yeah. Get rid of that. That color's still gotta change because it stands out way too much. I can already tell I'm not gonna like it though. But I need to know. Maybe this one will go that way instead. And then the next one I'll go with this, like this way. Ah, I can feel my brain vibrate. Something so simple and darn it. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna try that. But I think NFT space. I do want Google Pixel. I want to see what I'm gonna do. I don't know if you set to save that picture because that is. Ooh, sometimes it really is this simple. Why didn't I just do that first? Don't listen because that's perfect. Oh, it's so perfect. And this is what I wish I had the balls to do, like all the blending of colors and it works. I'm really trying to study colors because it holds me up so much not picking the right colors. This is perfect. Unity, active warrior? Never been there. Very nice. See, I think I need to do that too. Kind of pixelate it to get more colors in it, and I'll therefore get more depth in it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, but I'm trying to pay attention to like the outlines and stuff, and like the stuff that like tells you like it's like that these like lines looks like a different green than this line, and then there's a like a faint light line, and I always wonder like how do people figure out where to put what? Oh, ho, ho, juicy. And see, they got some dithering, and that's something I'm trying to practice now. My dithering is not quite there. It's just they're all decisions, and that's what I think I like art so much. It's so human, and every little thing is a decision. Someone placed every single square and decided exactly where it would be. Ooh, the colors are so good. Why does it do this? No, it doesn't. Oh. Oh, wow. Oh, that is so nice. That is quite special looking. It all is. Wow. Wow. It's such a cool world. Look at all that depth, and it's just, what is that, like 4 pixels wide? 4 or 5 pixels wide? That leg? It's not very big, and you can clearly make out a lot. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that would be so cool to animate or animate it. I bet that looks incredible. Oh, stuff like this. So nostalgic. Wow. This is perfect. I can't wait to get there. Practice makes projects. Ooh, perler beads. I have a ton of perler beads. I've been making a bunch of keychains, so I'm gonna be doing a huge giveaway and things because I make jewelry and just I just make stuff. And I have a lot of it right now because I disabled my eBay, so I'm not really doing anything with it now. But I don't like waste, and I was raised by a Southern belle, and then I was like, you should do giveaways, and I was like, oh, duh, I shall. Look at these. Oh, that's so nice. What time is it? 10:37. I'm going to eat because I have not. I had some cheese sticks. but that does not make a meal. So gonna go and have some. Yeah, no, oh my God, it's yeah. Oh, okay. So it is big in the NFT space. I noticed like the majority of pixel art and pixel artists all have, and fortunately, I gotta excuse my ignorance with NFTs. I don't know anything about them um, at all. Actually, of course I've tried to clarify or like to comprehend exactly what they were, but I'm gonna be streaming every day, but because these streams are going through Kynto, and very excited about that. And you know, crafting is kind of a lonely gig, so being able to do it on stream, what a time to be alive. Because this is just so cool. It's not like I'm not uh was I lost my train. Food. I gotta eat something. I could feel my brain just like inflating into balloon weight. So but yeah, uh, my Instagram is the same name, and I think just about everywhere online thus far. I'm trying to, and yes, I shall probably return later because it's the weekend and I'm gonna be working all night. I have a lot of stuff to make, and um, no limit because it is pixel art and definite by definition limitless, and yeah. This is so nice. Shout out to whoever made this. So simple, so nice. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much, Brandon, for chilling. Cause we're all just here, existing, and it's quite nice to be able to do that with other people. And it's really hard to find people with like minds out in the wild. And with the internet, it's just so easy for people to just, I don't know, exist like I don't know how to describe it. The internet is just I don't know. I haven't like I said, I'm not very technologically savvy, so like I used to live in a really small town with a beautiful bus route, and I was always just exploring like alleyways and stuff like that. It's only recently when I moved out to the swamps and everything became very far that I really started to um turn to the internet for just so much and began learning a bunch of new skills and just stuff. Always learning stuff. That's probably the only advice I'd ever give any human is to learn anything you can. Anything. Even if it's like a plumber's like what is textbook. Anything. And yeah, but and create anything you can. Can you tell I haven't eaten? I'm getting hilarious. Alright, happy trails. Thank you so much. And yeah, I'm always here, so never hesitate. Woo! I don't know how to do this though, so this might be a little awkward for me.